Well, hello, show buddies, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, we've got another update for you today on beach conditions around the area following Hurricane Idalia. Almost called a tropical storm. My goodness. Okay, so the barrier islands have opened again. You can now get onto Anna Maria, you can get onto Longboat, you can get onto Lido. That being said, you probably want to just don't bother with Longboat Key at all. There's a couple of places where you can get access to the beach. There's one, I forget what the name of the street is. It's right after you cross over the bridge from Coquina over to Longboat Key. And all of that sand that they put over on that side where people go kayaking and beach their kayaks and stuff, all underwater, all rearranged, all gone. They're dredging at the top of Longboat. They have been doing so for quite a while already this summer. The renourishment stuff from the upper part of the island and at the Broadview access is okay from what we understand. We didn't make it to Broadview. We made it to the very top and we made it to the Gulfside Drive access. That was horrific. How do I explain this? You go out on the beach there at Gulfside Drive and you look to your right, and number one, there's seawalls that were buried by sand, who knows, years ago probably, and they're all exposed. All these rocks are exposed. There's feet, and I mean feet of sand missing. That's the first thing you notice when you get on the beach. You go right and you look, and there's all this damage to these old seawalls, and all the sand that was above them is gone, and then the beach itself is completely gone between one point just a few houses up and where there's two houses out there that sort of stick out, and one has a short seawall area and the other one has a big one. Both of it looks like the beach is probably destroyed there. We couldn't see past the first seawall to the second one, so we couldn't see in between the two of them. The last time we were there, a bunch of sand had been washed in, but I think it might be gone and washed out, because below where that second one is, there is no beach. We could see the waves smashing against the rocks that were there. There's all this nasty seaweed that's all over the place, and there's water standing on the backs of where these old seawalls are. The yuck is turning the water like a purplish color. It was awful. It was bad. So Longboat Key got roughed up pretty good around the middle. Now we went out to Lido this morning as well. Oh my gosh. The little point on the end of Lido Key has been extended, and at low tide you can get further out there than I think I've ever seen before. We found all kinds of cool stuff today out there at Lido, but Longboat was a mess. Longboat was pretty bad. Not only did we not find any shells hardly at all, but the damage to some of the areas of Longboat were pretty substantial as far as what happened to the beach itself. As the beach itself is sitting in people's back porches. We saw one porch with the fence, and the sand was only like this far from the top of where their railing went. So the like 2 or 3 feet of sand on these guys' porch. It's a little messed up out there. Lido Beach, though, definitely worth going. When you get to Lido, there's stuff in the rack line. There doesn't seem to be a lot of stuff in the water because it's now all up on the sand. Things have been leveled off a little bit, and a whole bunch of new sand is there at the bottom. I've never seen it like this before. And there was 5 or 6 rack lines. There's stuff in the dunes, in the seaweed up there. There's a very high line. There's a next higher line. There's a mid line. There's a low line. There's lots and lots of stuff to look through there. So we found some moon snails and some biting conchs today and some whelks. And we will show the footage of this. I need 5 minutes to be able to sit down and edit, because I've shot an immense amount of footage the last few days, just, checking on places, going places, and seeing what the conditions look like. Hopefully, after I get past Come Show With Me tomorrow, I will have a chance to actually sit down and edit some of this footage so I can share this with you, because I still have to actually share some stuff from Fort Myers, Lover's Key as well. That's in process. I'm not quite finished with that, but I'm close. So, if you are coming to the Come Show With Me tomorrow, we are meeting at sunrise at the south end of Passigrel, at the jetty where we went for the first one. The shelling was absolutely epic there yesterday and will continue to be for days. There was just so much there. It boggles the mind to think about. So bring lots of water, some sunscreen. It's been blisteringly hot, and it's been getting hot quick in the morning too, by like 9, 10 o'clock. So for sunrise, come 9:30, you're already going to be like, oh, nasty, because we are in the throes of Florida summer right now. So I hope to see you out there at Paso Grill on the south end. We're going to be making our way between the jetty and the dog beach, and I will link a video at the end of this that shows the directions for how to get there. From the direction will still be the same as from the first time that I did the Come Shell With Me event. So I will go ahead and link that there so you know where you're going for the second one. Hope to see you out there. Thanks for watching, and come back soon.